2024 has been one heck of a year for Victor Osimhen and Napoli by extension. At the beginning of the year, he led the Super Eagles to the Afcon finals, and in mid-year, he's no longer wanted by his club and is unable to secure a transfer to another club, despite so many interests. In that 22-23 Scudetto winning year, he was amongst the top goal scorers in the league, and his popularity was sky high. He did not only increase set sales, but increased max sales as well. Bro did turn all the young boys in Naples into one giant Ninja Turtle army. If you told any football fan that in just one season, Osimhen will move from being a hero in Naples to being an outcast, they would have preferred you to a doctor. But here we are. So what at all is happening to arguably Napoli's greatest player after Diego Maradona? What is up, internet? My name is Jojo and welcome back to Base Sports. Subscribe if you haven't done that already. What's going on and how did we get here? Why did Victor leave Napoli? Or why did he want to leave Napoli? Ironically, it all began at the end of the 22-23 season, where he led Napoli to their first Scudetto since 1990. In that season, he scored 26 times in 32 appearances, making him the top scorer in the league. His popularity was sky high, as already mentioned, and so were interests from other clubs. All of a sudden, a seismic decision was confirmed just a month after the Italian league triumph. I no longer have the energy to be up to the standard of what people love so much, so I have to take 2 steps back and leave, said the head coach, Luciano Spalletti, announcing his intention to take a 1-year sabbatical. What was the result of his shocking exit? Napoli struggled in the 23-24 season that followed. They endured the season with 3 different managers, Rudy Garcia, Walter Mazzarri, and Francesco Calzona, finishing 10th and failing to secure a Champions League spot, which also meant a dip in revenue. Like all of Napoli's stars, Osimhen became a pale shadow of himself. He featured 25 times in the league, owing to an injury, but managed to score 15 goals in the entire time he played, which was 0.6 goals per game, as compared to 0.8 goals per game in just a season before in the league. Another reason he wanted out of Napoli was an increasingly fractured relationship. Just as Osimhen's representatives were battling their counterparts from Napoli over a suitable release clause, their relationship would severely deteriorate when Napoli's official TikTok account posted a troll of him after he missed the penalty. The result? This action was widely criticized by both fans, players and ex-players alike.
Really? This is what you're creating? Your own player, first and foremost? And yes, it is racist. What are you doing? Like, if you do your work, you know that putting a black guy close to a coconut, where I'm from, you get punched in the nose. Straight away.
Osimhen's agent threatened to sue the club. Napoli's social media manager resigned, and 48 hours later, the club issued an apology, and then an outpouring of affection from supporters at games helped to repair some of the damage. Incidentally, his contract was expiring, and unknown to them at the time, this contract extension was like none other in the club's history. For many of us, we thought this was enough drama to make Victor consider his chances elsewhere. But in a plot twist, he did not only sign a contract extension for 3 years, but also negotiated his way to 10 million euros per year salary, which was the highest in the club's history, and the second highest salary in the league at that time, behind Juventus's Vlahovic's 12 million euros per year. Napoli also rigged up his release clause to 130 million euros. Their talisman will cost any club wanting his services an arm and a leg. The timing of this contract extension and the events that happened soon after makes one wonder if it was all a big plot to get a big money move for the club. A month after the end of the 23-24 season, Antonio Conte arrives and wasted no time in making his position clear. He wanted a reunion with one of his favorite strikers, Lukaku. At this point, I feel like this kind of father-son relationship needs to be studied. We've seen it in Carlo Ancelotti and Rodriguez, and now Antonio Conte and Lukaku. All right, let's get back to Osimhen. So, Osimhen was frozen out, excluded from Napoli's squad list and stripped off his number 9 jersey. When asked about the possibility of reintegrating Osimhen into the squad at some point, Conte said, "No player will be reintegrated. Those who are out of the project will remain out of the project. We made our choices and work in one direction all together. Now, this is classic Conte. Remember he kicked Obi Mikel out of Chelsea too? Well, it was crystal clear. Osimhen's future did not involve Napoli, and naturally, he wanted out of the club. So why did he struggle to secure another club? Well, the first reason is he's too damn expensive. He's a good striker, I get it, no doubt. But 130 million euros is a bit of a higher bargain, especially off the back of a disappointing title defense. Unfortunately, he reportedly has a notorious agent and a club president that won't budge at the negotiation table. All the clubs that could afford him either aren't in the market for a striker or don't want to pay so much for him. Chelsea don't want to pay for his massive wages. PSG and United already shelled out 9 figures on strikers in the last 2 summers. Liverpool don't seem interested. Barca can't afford him. Madrid have Mbappe. Bayern have Kane. Arsenal don't seem interested, although it would have been a perfect fit for them. Now, the second reason he's unable to secure a club has got to do with a dip in his performance. As already mentioned, Osimhen's previous season's performance doesn't help in this situation. His market value was justified in the Scudetto winning season, but I can't say the same thing for now. I've read on different forums that he stayed too long to see himself become a villain, and he should have left when the applause was high. Bro, who knew Osimhen's subsequent season would have been this bad? Definitely not him. The third reason, although I'll say a minor reason no club wants him, has got to do with some disciplinary issues or bad habits and poor personality on social media. A few months ago, he publicly called out the Nigeria's head coach at the time, Finidi George, for making some allegations about him. I did make a video on that issue, so be sure to check it out for more details. When he was ridiculed by his club, he deleted nearly all his IG photos in a Napoli shirt. There's also another footage of him being sacked off the field by their head coach. I get it. In all of these situations, he was reacting to a hostile action. I get it. But could he have expressed his displeasure differently? Maybe. Football clubs these days consider all of these off-field behaviors when signing a player. Again, this may be a minor reason, but it's worth stating. Regardless of these reasons, 2 clubs came close to signing him. One was Chelsea, who offered a loan deal with a buyout clause, but at a reduced salary from 10 million euros a year to 4 million euros a year. Victor and his agents rejected the move. Then there was another transfer deal from Al Ahly in Saudi Arabia, who offered him a staggering 40 million euros per year. Unfortunately for him, Al Ahly did pull out of the deal and signed a quote-unquote cheaper Ivan Toney instead for a similar fee of 40 million euros. What is the current situation now? Well, on 3rd September 2024, he was unveiled as a loanee with Galatasaray until the summer of 2025, with a break clause in January. Galatasaray agreed to pay 6 million euros of his salary, meaning that Napoli would presumably be still picking up the remainder of that contract. Seems to be a win-win for all 3 parties at this point. Let's see what happens in January. And talking about Galatasaray, they are cooking something special. I mean, in their current squad, they have Mertens, Ziyech, Batshuayi, Icardi, and now Victor Osimhen. I can't wait to see what they serve in the Champions League. Not gonna lie, I'm really hoping he bounces back strong in Turkey and transfers out of Napoli. What do you think? Once a main man, a talisman, Victor has become a villain at Naples. Do you think Napoli handled the situation well? What do you think should have been done differently? Comment your thoughts below. I really do want to hear from you. A lot of people have questioned the reasoning behind the hefty release clause of Victor Osimhen, and like most people, would want to discover how such fees are determined. Luckily for you, I made a video a few years ago on how football players are evaluated for transfers, so click on this video to explore how. Thanks for watching. As always, like, share, subscribe, stay safe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.